back here, these are all either pocket harmonicas, vest harmonicas, some cheap Japanese ones right after World War II. There's a very nice display of some pocket harmonicas. These are all pocket harmonicas. This one's got a little noisemaker in it. This one's like a trumpet. And one of my favorites, this Lilliput violin. It came in this beautiful tin. These are my old bandmasters. Everyone must have a cornophone. There's a trumpet call, as made popular on the cover of Paul Butterfield's album. It's in really good shape. And some more of my tremolos, the Art Deco. This is a Thorens made in Switzerland. Some really unusual ones. The Neptune here is nice. Here's my newer bass, East Top, very nice. And here's a beautiful chord that Bill Morris rebuilt. I bought from him. Fantastic. Really works great. We'll go over here now. I have a little recording set up and an old Epiphone Strat. These are posters from my old blues band that my bass player used to make. They're a lot of fun. My wife had this one blown up and framed. And down here we'll start with the blow harmonicas. These are like blow accordions, actually not blow harmonicas, as are these. Here's a clarinetta. These are old clarinet harmonicas, as are these saxophone harmonicas. A Hohner made one of these. I'm not sure about the other. And this one is also a harmonica. Very nice. I don't think I showed you my multiples, so here's a 4-chord, another 4. This is a Marine Band 4. This is also a Hohner. Here's a Deuce Band 3. This is a concert, it's called. My wife finds these displays for me all over the place. It's really kind of nice. It says sounds true. Here's a beautiful 6-key. Another 4. This is a 2-key. This one's a little unusual. It was a Hohner made this. It was called a Siamese, the Siamese. I don't know that they made very many of them. I've never seen another. And then we'll go back over here. These are all players. These are from the 60s. These are from the 20s. They all take a reel, just like a player piano. These are playa saxes. They also take a reel. And these are the Bakelite variety. These are my displays. I have these old turn-of-the-century displays. They all wind up still, and they all still turn very nicely. I should have wound them up for the video, but I forgot. So I have 3 of those. They all still work. They have a clockwork in the base that you wind up. And if you wind it up fully, it'll run for quite a few hours. I suppose I should at one point take them apart and clean them. Here's an old tuckaway, which I find fascinating. You squeeze it like that, and the harmonica drops out the front. And then you squeeze it again, and the harmonica drops in, and it has its own integral case. Kind of interesting. Here's one that is politically poignant. They made one with Gorbachev and Reagan, an Unser Liebling. They made a few of these over time. And here's another display that my wife found for me. It comes to life. It's an old Timex display case that turns and then stops. Has an really interesting mechanism in it. So there's all my loudspeaker harmonicas, and then all my horns. These are the horns, and some more Art Deco. Some interesting tin boxes here. Just some interesting stuff. Here's another store display. This one's made out of cast metal of some sort. I think it's just pot metal, but it's pretty cool. We'll back up a little bit. And let's see, back in here, I have an old Zeppelin. I don't have the box. I wish I did. There's another small Zeppelin. That one originally had a propeller at the face of it. This is a tremolo that was made in France. There's some pretty neat harmonicas. These are the old unitones. I found them fascinating because they have a small plate for each reed that you can pull in and out. So you could potentially change reeds in a hurry. Very interesting, not very airtight, unfortunately. And I think we'll finish up with my amplifiers. So I have an old Bell & Howell with a Philco chassis in it. That's from the 40s. This is another from the 40s, a Bell & Howell with a Bell & Howell chassis from a projector. There's the Bell & Howell just remote speaker. And my holy grail of tone, my original 59 Bassman amp. It really sounds great. I've done a little bit of work to it, mostly new tubes and a little soldering and tightening the pin bases for the tubes. Other than that, that's about everything. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Well, good evening, everybody. This is Michael Diaz, the president of SPAH, and I'm honored to welcome you to the first evening of SPAH Week 2020. And look, there's my name. How about that? This is all new to us, as it may be to you as well. But this evening, we have a wonderful program. And I'm very pleased to, first of all, to welcome all of our SPAH members. And I've seen a lot of folks joining this week, and we thank you for that. Part of what we're hoping happens as a result of us being in an online situation is that we are able to broadcast this to people who otherwise couldn't make the trip to St. Louis. Obviously, we have other friends, our performers, our seminar presenters, and our sponsors. We have a wonderful set of sponsors, and I'd just like to mention those guys because when we put this together, we went to our sponsors and said, you know, we're not going to have a convention this year, but we'd like to do this thing called SPAH Week. And so Honer, East Top, Blows Me Away Productions, Seidel, Kongsheng, Lone Wolf Blues Company, and Golden Bird all stepped up immediately and said, we will help underwrite this. SPAH also helped underwrite it. And then the generosity of our attendees here, I think we've raised over $9,000 from our attendees since we started asking, including those people who let us keep their registration for 2020. All of that money is going to our presenters and performers. And so we want to thank all of you for doing that. If you were on this morning, you heard some of this. During the whole series of 32 hours that we're putting on starting at noon today, we will have really cool videos and audio feeds with slides available but for all of our intermissions. So each of our intermissions is about 15 minutes, which gives everybody a chance to get up and grab a beverage or walk outside to the bar if you can imagine yourself in a ballroom, and grab a cocktail and come back in and sit down in your chair in front of us again. And Jerry has done a fabulous job in helping us pull together both recordings from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as well as videos from the 90s. And you'll be seeing some of those, and Paul will introduce those here a little later. So please stick around for the breaks and join us early. Tomorrow morning at noon Central Time, we're in St. Louis, right? Virtually. So we're all on U.S. Central Time. At noon, we will have a Q&A session by Honer. And Drew Lewis and Derek Frank and maybe some others from the Honer Company will join us at noon for about 45 minutes and talk about anything you'd like to talk about Honer harmonicas and what they like and what you can do and how do you get them fixed and all of that stuff. The only thing they won't be able to do is fix them right there. That's the one part of this that won't work in the online version, but we've got plenty of people who will do that for you by mail if you need them. And so that's a really important part of it. Another thing I wanted to draw your attention to, and I'll do this each evening, on Saturday at 3:30 on the telephone, we're going back to the 20th century here for a moment, we're going to have our annual general meeting, and that is for members to join us and talk about the business of SPAH. The good news is, I'll tell you now, is that we're in good shape. That is what has allowed us to do this. A lot of nonprofits are not as lucky. Our management over the years has made sure that we had rainy day funds to be able to do this. So that'll be at 3:30 Central on Saturday for about an hour on a telephone call. And then we're going to go back into a seminar with Antonio Serrano, followed by the performances. Some of you who've joined us earlier will have noticed that we're kind of drawing a line between the afternoon and the evening sessions. We're basically, if you will, spitting out the YouTube recording and freeing that from the live show, and then we will start a new one. And so you will need to rejoin in the evenings, just like you do in the afternoons. And that allows us to have separate and distinct recordings of the YouTube sessions as we go through the week. The other thing I really wanted to focus on as we put this show together is that one of the things that I really appreciated out of everything that our artists have done for the performances this evening, which are mostly recorded, as you might imagine, is that there's an incredible diversity of approach, not just of the music, but of how people put it together. We have people, doing a portrait version in a camera, probably an iPhone, to Paul Davies in his garden playing fiddle tunes, to an amazing recording by The Message on Saturday, where they rented a place in Carson City and drive up in an old car. I'm not going to spoil the show, but it was you will really enjoy some of this stuff. It is an incredible diversity. Some of them, most of them were done specially and specifically for SPAH. A few people were unable to do that, and we've dovetailed those into everything else. But I think you will really appreciate the quality and diversity of everything that we have here. So one of the things that I would like to also acknowledge, since we last were together, is that Mike Runyon is no longer vice president of SPAH. Mike asked this spring, actually when we were together in, I think it was January, when we could still be together, looking at a potential site for a future date, and said that he would like to step back after 5 years. And of course, we said yes. And I asked Jerry Deal if he would be willing to step into the vice president role. And Jay Hutz is from St. Louis, has agreed to take over as secretary. So I am, most of you know Jerry probably better than me. He's been around SPAH probably longer than I have. But he's a wonderful human being. He's one of my best friends. And so at this point, I would like to turn it over to Jerry, who's going to say a few more words, and then we'll get the show started. Jerry Deal. Oh, there it is. There it is.
I'm good. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I apologize about that. Thank you for that introduction, Michael. That was very nice. You're one of my favorite people as well. And one of the things I enjoyed so much about today was seeing a lot of the faces I really love seeing every year at SPAH. So not live, but pretty close. So it was really great. So the first thing I have to share is next year, hopefully, when this all dies down, 2021, August 10th through 14th, we'll be at the Sheraton in lovely downtown Charlotte. And it's going to be a fantastic location. The hotel is great. They have their own club in the basement of the hotel, huge convention area. It's Don Caesar's hometown, and Todd Parrott lives close by, so it's really going to be fun. A couple tidbits for this week. Thursday and Friday, there are going to be a couple of factory tours of some harmonica manufacturers, and those are fascinating. I love that kind of stuff. A little sidebar, entering into this was a little tour of my basement and my collection. I hope you all enjoyed that. As my wife says, I'm one harmonica short of being single. And then I'm not sure, but by the end of the week, we're going to tally up how many different ways people have mispronounced Michael DeYath's last name. So keep a score pad and on your desk and make sure that you keep score of all the mispronunciations. Wrapping things up on Saturday will be the awards ceremony at 6:30. And though we can't have the winners in person, we'll have them queued up on the phone and we'll have pictures of them to post. So we're going to have them, an audio of them via phone talking to us as we present the virtual award. And with that, I think that wraps me up. I'm going to introduce Paul. If you know me, more of you probably know Paul. He's past president. He's been the entertainment director as long as I can recall. And he always does a fabulous job of getting all the entertainers lined up. This year, he had to get them all lined up and get them to record their performances. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Paul Davies. Thank you very much.
Hello, SPAH. I'm coming live from Denver, Colorado. I got the Mile High Harmonica Club banner behind me, and I'm at SPAH right now. I'm at SPAH. No, I'm not sitting in St. Louis, and I wish I was. But this has been a hoot. It's been a hoot putting all these shows together. I can't even begin to tell you on how much work it's been. It's been, again, another education that SPAH has given me. So I have some pictures I want to show you. Yeah, I'm not going to drop them or share my screen. I'm going to show them to you. That's the SPAH crowd at Tiger Stadium playing the national anthem. Look at all those people in uniforms. Wow, I'm telling you what. It's going to be heartbreaking not to see all my friends. I want to say hi to everybody right now. I mean, I've become friends. I call them once a year for 1 week friends, and I have a whole bunch of them. So I want to say that I have seen a lot of the videos already, and it's going to be a great show this week. Let me show you another one. I got another one here for you. This is Buzz Krantz in the 9th grade. So, this is a band called the Original Harmonica Band, and Michael Burton and David McKelvey were in the band, both solid SPAH supporters over the years. So our first act this year is the Gateway Harmonica Club. The Gateway Harmonica Club was started in 1987. They have about 105 members, and they do 50 to 60 shows a year. That's a lot of shows a year. And they donate all their proceeds to charities. If we were hosting in St. Louis right now, it would be their 9th SPAH. The Denver Mile High Harmonica Club has done 3 SPAHs, and I remember all those years pretty well. But to thinking about 9 of them, and this is a fabulous group of people. Believe it or not, they have rented a room in the Sheraton Westport in Suite 472. If you have a chance to get up there. Hey, everybody, say hi. It's so much fun just talking to the screen. My phone's buzzing on my left. So at this point in time, I would like to introduce the Gateway Harmonica Club. Again, I would like to introduce the Gateway Harmonica Club. And let's go for the first show. Thanks, everybody.
We are the Gateway Harmonica Club. Our first selection is Meet Me in St. Louis. 1, 2, 3, 1. take a little trip to South America, Brazil. In 1954, the Chordettes had a big hit with Mr. Sandman. 1, 2, Now we're going to take a little trip to Ireland. This is our Irish medley. Starts off with When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. 3, 2, 2. Now on to Broadway. This is our Cohen medley. Let Me Call You Sweetheart. The world's smallest harmonica. And we're going to show you on the second verse of this song that they really play just because. Engelbert Humperdinck had a big hit with this song, Quando, Quando, Quando. Never on Sunday. Bring it on home, St. Louis Blues. going to finish up with When the Saints Go Marching In. One, two, one, two.
I'm going to be first to clap. I'm going to be the first to clap on that one. Well, that was the Gateway Harmonica Club. You know, SPAH has got a tradition of bringing harmonica players together. Another really strong group during the years when people came together at SPAH and played ensemble was the Harmonicas. Harmonicas was a group that Judy put together from Al and Judy, and they assembled all these women in the morning, and they practiced and practiced and practiced a couple of hours, and always put on the show. It was always a treasure to see. When I joined SPAH in 1992, I drove from Denver out to St. Louis, and I was the best harmonica player in the world on the drive over there. And then I started to realize, whoa, this is a bunch of pretty good harmonica players. I want to tip my hat to Bob Williams. He's online right now. Bob at the time was vice president then, and Gordon Mitchell was the president. The years that went on there through the 90s were heavy trios. There was 6 or 7, maybe 8 trios playing in the hallway all the time. It was an adventure. And I brought my chord, and I was met lots of great people that first day. Al Smith, Madcat, Tom Stryker, and I know all those guys today. But the organization was pretty much run for a long time by Gordon and Bob. And then when Gordon stepped away from the presidentship, Bob Williams stepped in as president, and Gordon went to vice president. So it was a fun bunch of years. It was the blues people were just starting to get introduced to SPAH. Peter Madcat Ruth was probably the first blues guy to win the hearts of the senior guys. And it went on for years, and all of a sudden Madcat would tell people about SPAH, and we all were making enough money in our lives, being boomers, to be able to go to a convention. So the years went on, and the trio started to fade away. I have tried all through my years. I've been booking talent since 2003 at SPAH. And I have tried to convince the board that they really do need to try to maintain the trio sound. Every year it gets more difficult. We have some plans for next year on a great trio. But right now it's a dying art form. Well, the next president to take over was a man by the name of Doug Tate. Doug Tate was from England, and he was an incredible classical harmonica player. And classical, a lot more than classical. He would play folk tunes, Irish folk tunes, Swedish folk tunes, and he just had this beautiful, beautiful tone. He went on to develop the Renaissance harmonica. And at the first SPAH that Denver did was 2001. And I started the Mile High Harmonica Club with several gentlemen here in town. And I worked hard, and I became the secretary at that time after the 2001 SPAH convention. So Doug Tate and I became really good friends. The vice president, Jack Ely, at the time, fell sick, so I stepped into the vice presidentship at that time. And Doug Tate, his last show was in 1996 in St. Louis. He was very, very happy to be playing classical because he always said he would take the stage and goes, the one classical spot, I'm going to be playing 4 pieces for you and stay on stage as long as I possibly can. He had a great sense of humor. We were partners in crime running the SPAH convention for several years. So the next tape we're going to play is Doug Tate in his last performance in St. Louis, playing a classical piece. The tape was found. JP somehow got the tape in 2012. So again, this was filmed in 1996, and let's run Doug Tate. Oh, Doug Tate, thank you very much. That's a hard one to watch, folks. He was a great player, fabulous, fabulous reader. I spent many evenings with him and James Conway at Buckeye and SPAH, just playing Irish song after Irish song. It was just real special. And he could just read anything he wanted to read. It was just incredible, real quick. Thank you, Doug Tate. Well, you know, I came in 92, but boy, I was way before that. I missed 30 years of SPAH. And occasionally they had some pretty good trios. Here's one here. How about that one, huh? That's no slouch. Of course, that's the Harmonicats with Don Les and Mr. Bauer on board there. Fabulous. And that was playing at the St. Louis national anthem during a baseball game. I got that personally from Dick Gardner. Thank you, Dick. So things did change. Overblowers came into the community of SPAH, blues players, and we kept fighting for that trio sound. So, and I will continue to do that until my dying day. Our next act is Catriona Sturton, and she's a Canadian. She considers herself an indie rocker. She's a multiple instrumentalist, violin, guitar, drum. And she's been playing since she was 15. She walked into a music store looking for some fiddle tunes and walked out with a harmonica.
Well, I began playing harmonica when I was 15 years old.
And she we're real excited to bring her into the fold this year. She's never been to a SPAH, so this is kind of an odd one for her.
I'm pretty sure it was
she's done the collective with Winslow and Jason Ricci over the years, but this is our first time bringing in Catriona. She is sponsored by Lone Wolf, along with Racket, which is the harmonica holder that Michelle Lefree designed, and it's sold by Blows Me Away. So. She's quite happy to be sponsored by those two. The first person she got hooked on was Sonny Boy. She's coming from a foundation of singer songwriter, folk, electric, blues. She's got a bassman. She tears it up. So. I just got something from the boss here, and it kind of interrupted me. So this is kind of odd talking to a screen, I want to tell you. But you know what? Chris Bauer has been doing the Sunday show, and Charlie Barath is doing his Wednesday show in a minivan in Pennsylvania. So this COVID has really produced some pretty interesting ways to share music. And at that, I would like to bring on Catriona Sturton.
Into the Deke harp inspired portion of this set. The first time I heard Deke play, I was just like, I need to go and...
This is Michael Diaz with SPAH. Please stand by. We're having technical difficulties.
Thanks, everybody.
I apologize
Please
for
take care
any
of yourself,
inconvenience and we'll be
we'll
back
see
with you
you
as soon as
in
possible.
2021.
Thank you.
A little traveling music, Cheryl.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Michael Dieth with SPAH. Please stand by. We're having technical difficulties. I apologize for any inconvenience and we'll be back with you as soon as possible. Thank you.
If I can't carry you, baby, I'll get me someone else. You know the sun is gonna shine in my back door someday. The sun is gonna shine in my back door someday, or at least I hope. Oh, and the wind is gonna come up and blow my blues away. Yeah, blow my blues away.
This is Michael Dieth with SPAH. Please stand by. We're having technical difficulties. I apologize for any inconvenience and we'll be back with you as soon as possible. Thank you. This is Michael Dieth with SPAH. Please stand by. We're having technical difficulties. I apologize for any inconvenience and we'll be back with you as soon as possible. Thank you.
You don't want me, baby. Why?
We are having some slight technical difficulties at this time. So I wish I could. I wish I could talk to some of the people there and see and say, "Hey, Chris," and all that stuff. But I got some more pictures for you. Hey, how about this one? PT, Monster PT. Oh yeah. Okay, we can go back and try Catriona Sturton.
Play harmonica. I've gone to a lot of funny different places to learn harmonica over the years, starting with just like the back alleys of bars in my hometown, and I looked very young, so it was a pretty big challenge to try to, like, when I say sneak into these bars. Actually, the first time we went there, we went to my brother and I went to hear my harmonica teacher play, and my brother ordered a glass of milk. He was like 14 and I was like 15, so we fit right in. When you've been through the heaviest weather, all those things I done do, yeah, can't put you back together. But the pain hides the itch and the edge hides the pain till you scratch in your back where you started again. When you've been through the darkest of nights, all those things whisper to you, saying you'll be alright with just one more bite, one more kiss, one more sip. Yeah, you throw it away for just one more hit. it's in the mail, it's in the mail, please don't open that letter. Things might get worse, don't know if they'll get better. So pick your poison and fill your cup, 'cause it's less terrifying than opening up. Okay, it's not rock and roll unless stuff starts getting thrown around. Well, this is a song I fell in love with by an artist named Valerie June. It's called Somebody to Love. And it's what got me started playing violin and harmonica at the same time. I used to play violin as a kid, and I was a terrible student. Really, until I found harmonica, I never liked to practice. Well, if you're tired and feeling so lonely, wake up at night thinking if only if you had somebody. I'll be somebody, somebody to love. Did they tell you there were plenty of fish in the sea, but you're out in the cold feeling empty 'cause you ain't got nobody? I'll be somebody, somebody to love. Well, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody. I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody, I'll be somebody. Are you watching the moon rise in the darkness of night? Battered, broken, 'cause you know it ain't right, that you ain't got nobody. Well, I'll be somebody. And this is a song by Mark Simos. It's called Pony Boy. from you. That song's called Black is the Color. And I just started playing. Basically, for me, the quarantine is all about becoming a banjo wizard. That's been my main goal during this lockdown time. But yeah, we're just in a time where there's a lot going on, so I'm sending calmness, good vibes, deep breaths to all of you. And that's one nice thing, that even if we can't be in person together, that we're sharing this time, even if it's just virtually. But the other good thing is that we're doing a lot of deep breathing, and that's important right now. So I'm gonna share some music from Canada, a town that I used to live in called Halifax, Nova Scotia. And this is a watering hole, a drinking establishment. It's called the El Strato, and a Canadian musician named Al Tuck wrote this song, and I'm calling it it's called Last Waltz at the Estrado. This is what I figured out playing banjo. I don't know why, but for some reason these pro harps to me sound a lot better. I don't know, these have a stronger sound. I haven't played these since I was a kid. Usually, I made a recording for you with my usual setup, which is over the top. I have a 410 Bassman and other big amps and a drum that I like to jump off of. But unfortunately, I recorded my drum too loud, so I'm giving you a quiet. But for Wednesday, we don't want to start too. I mean, I like starting rowdy, but hopefully you're enjoying all the great music. There's going to be so much variety. I have to say, I'm really excited for Kiersey Jolie and Hermine, but all the music is going to be really awesome. I learned a Nick Clark song a few weeks ago that still is getting stuck in my head, but I'm not going to cover it just in case he's going to play it. So, yeah, this is the Last Waltz at the El Strato, and it's a song by Al Tuck. this is a song about comparing yourself too much to people online, especially late at night. My friends say you're a loser, but I hope you don't lose me. I know you're a user and I want you to use me. You're way too smooth, darling, it suits me. In the night, how you move me. And I'm not a creep, I've done some creeping. When I go deep, you know I go deep. And I know you're up with it. You're hardly sleeping when you're sleeping together. Dopamine, oh, I need a rush. I can't compete. I'm just no crush. And I have hope in my darkest dreams, 'cause I won't face what this really means. I'm addicted. I know I've got flaws, and her pictures are flawless. I just want you to call as long as you never call this. Don't want it all. I just want you. I might not be all that, but don't give up on all this. Oh, dopamine. Oh, how I need a rush. I can't compete. I'm just no crushing. I have hope in my darkest dreams, 'cause I won't face what this really means. I'm addicted. Okay, we got two songs left. I really like to sparkle. I'm sad that I'm not playing my sparkly racket, but it was tricky. Like I said, I just get too excited playing the bass drum, and it's a little loud. So we're gonna do just a quick buzz on this. want to thank SPAH for having me. This is my very first time to attend SPAH, and I know it's in the ether with all of you, but I look forward to meeting you all someday in person. And this is a song that I wrote recently, and I thought it would, in the meantime, if we can't meet in person, this is a hashtag 20 song. It is such a beautiful day. Why am I sitting in the basement, wondering where my day went? I could be sitting outside, but I'm arguing with people online. Nobody's wondering where my face went. Well, it's hard to pick the top 40, let alone the goats. But this guy plays too well, and he plays a lot of notes. Well, conspiracy theories for nerds. Ain't you heard of scale degrees? If it was good enough for Walter, it is good enough for me. That amp was great in 62, but it was not by me. It was 63. And you're a sucker if you pucker, haven't you heard? But all that clicking's making money for Mark Zuckerberg. Arguing online, arguing online. Last little bit to pick up the harmonica. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of the week, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Catriona. What a great show. That was pretty reedy. Harmonica and accordion. Whoa. That's stretching and things out. I like to hear that kind of stuff. Dave Moore, another one who does that. The great Iowa City player. Well, thinking back to some of the memories of my SPAH days, it was a really rainy night one night. It was really pouring rain, and we were in the lobby of the hotel. And when we book a hotel, we like to have complete command of the hotel. Occasionally pilots come and go and stewardesses come and go, but usually we booked every room in the place. Well, one year we had this ferocious rainstorm, and these businessmen came into the lobby, and there was probably 100 people playing harmonica in the lobbies. And he looked around and he goes, "What is this, a harmonica convention?" I thought that was pretty funny myself. Okay, well, even before I was booking talent, I ran across some pretty good players, and one group was called Electra, and they were a powerhouse group. The bass player's name was Tom, and he played through a throat mic, which had a very distinctive sound, a very different sound of say, the Harmonicat's bass sound. It was a very guttural bass, and it was hard driven. A lot of times Richie was on lead. I have a hard time remembering some of these last names, but they played they played all through the years in some of the SPAH conventions that I wasn't booking. But they had a really good sound, I want to say, Electra. So we're going to run a video of Electra to show what actually went on way back in. I remember I was 92, so I didn't even get the full blown trio world sound. So this is around the 90s probably, and it's a band called Electra. Thank you, Electra. Boy, seeing these films, I'm telling you what. And you know what? We live in a really tight world anymore. During that song, I actually got the names of all three of the players there. Thank you, George Miklas, for sending that into my cell phone, right sitting here in my little studio in Denver. That was Phil Caltabalata on chromatic, Richie Miller on chord, and Tommy Scarbo on the bass. And they played many, many years at SPAH. Wednesday night is typically a club-based night, and I want to tip my hat to all the harmonica clubs in the world, and the ones that I know about in this country. We saw the Gateway already, Gateway out of St. Louis, and then the Garden State out of Jersey, run by Dottie Pisbecki for years, Dottie and Lottie Pisbecki. And they put on the Garden State Harmonica Festival every fall. And they got people like Stan Harper, Rob Paparazzi, Bonfilio played that one. And it was always a great time in the Garden State. Another really solid club was the Buckeye Club out of Ohio. Jack Ely put that on forever and ever and ever, and it just went on, and it was always greatly attended by SPAH people, by the great trios. The blues world would come out for that one for sure. Hoot out of Texas, boy, I think there's 5 chapters. Correct me, email me, message me if I've got them wrong, but they're from Dallas, they're from Houston, they're from Amarillo, they're from all over Texas. Started by the Welsh brothers, basically. That's a real strong organization. They have hosted SPAHs in Dallas before. The newest one is probably the one out of San Francisco. It's basically based on the Tin Sandwich group that Winslow's a part of. But so that's kind of blossoming. There have been clubs in, I think, New Orleans at one time. There were several in Florida. I don't think there's any left in Florida. But the next act we're going to bring up is the Twin City Harmonica Society. And I have my wife here. Right here. Step down here. There you go. There you go. She's a real good friend of Steve Watney's. Dick Gardner is the bass player in that club. It's a solid club, and they're going to play. And so why don't you say hi to Steve and the boys?
Hi, Steve, and hello to all my SPAH friends. Can't wait to hear you play. Looks like a great week.
And hopefully we all get to see each other next week, right, honey? Ladies and gentlemen, the Twin City. Thank you.
When I was just a baby, my mama said, hey son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. if they free me from this prison, that railroad train was mine. Bet I'd move it on a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. Oh yeah, gotta get away when I hear that lonesome whistle blowing my blues away.
Hey, Steve, how about introducing us? Twin Cities Harmonica
Oh, what a wonderful
Society?
idea. Yeah, okay. Twin Cities Harmonica Society. All the way over here. Raise your chromatic there. Jack Yetz.
South Dakota?
Yep, from South Dakota. Yep. I drove by his South Dakota place just last month.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, it was real nice. I waved in its general direction. I don't know exactly where it was. South of Spearfish someplace. Yeah, anyway.
Way out in the boondocks.
Way out in the boondocks, yeah.
12 miles of gravel to get to the cabin.
You know, it's beautiful country out there, though. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous country. Rick Riddle. Rick Riddle over here with the red windscreen on the microphone. Yep. So, Rick, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're from the Twin Cities?
Sorry.
Well, I grew up in Iowa.
Yay.
And went to, through college. And then I moved up to the Twin Cities in 1978, and I've been here ever since.
It's a great spot.
I consider myself a Twin Cities person now.
Did you play harmonica in Iowa?
Yes. Yes, I did. I started when I was in college.
There you go.
Diatonic or chromatic?
I started with diatonic and picked up chromatic later.
And I know you want a harmonetta one day.
Yes, I'd love to have one of those.
Yeah. We'll get you one of those somehow. Jim Platt is our multi-instrumentalist here. Jim, Mr. Wild Gypsy himself. You got a string quartet. You're in, how many bands are you in anyway? Like half a dozen at least,
As
right?
of late, 0.
Yeah.
All the live gigs have stopped. So my career is on hiatus, and that's okay. That's all right, because it gives me a lot of time to practice. But the Twin Cities Harmonica Society, incredible. Just loving it, what this group does.
Well, we've got a lot of harmonica players in this.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful
Twin Cities.
opportunity. Just a fantastic resource.
Jim's addition of the violin when we do Ashokan Farewell. That's a heart tugger. That's great.
Did you bring your violin?
I did not.
Oh. And Ken?
Ken Wenzel, a Minnesota boy, and I joined the Twin Cities Harmonica Society 4 years ago. And I knew really nothing about how music was played, and I got some great guidance.
So you've learned a few things.
I've learned a lot of things, yeah.
Yep.
It's been great for me.
Your diatonic is sounding better every time you play.
I try to practice as much as I can.
Well, it's sounding great.
Thank
it's
you.
sounding great.
Thank
Thanks, Ken. Over on the end, Tom Tate.
Hi, I'm Tom Tate. I grew up in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I came up to the Twin Cities in 1982 to further my education, and 3 years ago I joined the Harmonica Society, and it's been wonderful ever since.
Fabulous. And you're playing and talking through a bullet mic there.
I am, yes. I didn't even know what this was a year ago, but now I do.
Oh, they have a great sound. They have a great sound.
Enjoying it.
Yep. Diane back there. Hey, Diane.
Hi.
You're hiding up in the tall grass, right?
That's right.
You're going to have to speak up into your microphone if you can.
My name is Diane. I also came from Iowa, and but I've been here for most of my life, and my career was in computer science, but I also spent previous 10 years teaching high school English, which is what drove me to computer science. And then I've been in the Harmonica Society about a year and a half, 2 years, year and a half, I think.
Yeah, and you enjoy it, I take it.
I do.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Yeah. Dave Grebin just wandered back in. How you been, Dave?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You're doing well, okay.
Glad I could make it here today.
Yeah, Dave is a familiar face at the SPAH conventions for the last, how many years you been going to SPAH?
Well, I found this club in like 2008, I believe, the fall, and then I did Sacramento in 2009, and
yeah.
then I was in Minneapolis in 2010, and I think I've been to like 4 or 5 others since then. So I would have been there this year if they hadn't canceled. So.
Yeah, with your longtime roommate Jerry.
Jerry, yeah, Jerry and I. Jerry and I have
Jerry.
I think we got 4 years in a row. I think we've been rooming together. So.
Well, it'd be hard to pick somebody better to be
Jerry,
a roommate.
I think Jerry picked me. I feel honored. And it was mutual, and we still continue to like each other. So there's something to be said for that. So, no.
Well,
glad to be here today.
Yeah. Well, I had a roommate in Sacramento also. The only time at SPAH convention that I've had a roommate, and it was Mr. Dick Gardner here, the ex-Harmonicat. Or do we call you ex-Harmonicat, or are you still a Harmonicat?
Once a Harmonicat, always a Harmonicat. I still dream I'm missing a gig or I forgot a harmonica. I have nightmares of the details that go with gigging. By the way, Dave was a little late coming. When I drove up here, he was rotating the tires on your car. So,
oh, thanks, Dave.
nice guy. I think Bobby Daniels is next.
Mr. Danielski. Bob Danielski, everyone. Hey, Bob Danielski,
Bob.
our chord harmonica player.
I'm from Minneapolis.
Yeah. Okay, talk up into your microphone there.
I'm from Minneapolis.
Oh, that's great. How long have you been with the Twin Cities Harmonica Society?
Geez, I don't know. I think it's been since the 70s or something when Jack Bacon was there, you know.
Yeah, you've been with it a long time.
Yeah, Don Allen, back then.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, well, and I'm Steve Watney. A lot of the SPAH people have seen me around at the SPAH conventions. I've been going pretty steadily for a little more than a decade, I guess. You know, I've been to like 12 or something. A lot of SPAH conventions, a lot of fun. And we put together a video for you, the SPAH folks. And here we are. We're going to play another song for you now. Any suggestions from anybody?
Just don't play Peg of My Heart, okay?
Okay, we won't play Peg of My Heart.
By the way, Steve and I were separated at birth. We're both from Minot, North Dakota.
Yeah, that's true.
He's my long-lost little brother. Well, a twin brother.
Twin brother.
And for you SPAH folks that maybe have noticed, Steve has been a breath of fresh air at the conventions. He's brought new life to the chromatic and the ensemble playing. We can't let the blues guys take it all over.
Not entirely. I like the blues stuff too, though.
They're harmonicas, man. And that's
they are.
Yeah.
They're harmonicas. So we've done a couple blues numbers. Do we have another blues number? We have at least one more, right?
Yep.
You
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Okay, Kansas City.
I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. With my Kansas City baby and my bottle of Kansas City wine. train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, gonna make it just the same. Going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Oh yeah. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Comes Ken. Oh yeah. Take a train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna make it just the same. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Woo! They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one.
Woo! Yeah, it was fun. All right.
Okay, we're going to do a tarantellas here.
Okay.
All right, let's give it a try. Okay. That was fun.
I think I made one little mistake.
Tumbling
right on.
Tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Okay.
We got through it.
Two in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and. you typically start?
second when we changed keys, what were we supposed to go into?
Okay. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1.
You ought to see Deacon Jones when he rattles them bones. Old Parsons Brown prancing round like a clown. Aunt Jemima, she's past 83, shouting out full of pep, watch your step, watch your step. One-legged Joe prancing round on his toe, throws down his crutch and hollers, hey, let her go, 'cause it's hail, hail, the gang's all here for the Alabama Jubilee.
down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine, I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. That train just keeps rolling down to San Antonio. Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, Twin Cities. Twin Cities was founded by a man by the name of Don Allen and Jack. And I met Don Allen at my first spa. And he told me about a man living on South Broadway in Denver by the name of Jack Carnahan. And he goes, when you get back to Denver, go visit Jack Carnahan. And I drove all the way back from Chicago. The 1992 convention was in Chicago. And I hadn't seen my wife or kids for about a week. And I was driving by the Lucky You Motel, which is where Jack Carnahan lived. And I knocked on his door and says, hey, Jack, I was told to come see you by Don Allen. And Jack Carnahan says, I heard you were coming, is what he said. I showed him my cord, which I bought at a pawn shop about 4 years before that. And he goes, hey, there's my cord. So interesting story about Jack Carnahan living at the Lucky You Motel. So that was Twin Cities. I want to say that it's the club world is an important part of what we do here at SPAH. The Mile High Harmonica Club is 26 years old this year. We have about 60 members. So we've got a video coming up that is Peter Madcat and Sherry Kane. In 1993, the SPAH convention was in Memphis. And back then, there was always people in the SPAH community, in the SPAH hallways, that would accompany you if you wanted to play the open mic or the stage that night. And I want to tip my hat to some of those people. Bud Bobolink has been a chord monster for years. And he would accompany anybody. Frank Warner on bass was a solid supporter of SPAH all those years. Don Allen from the Minneapolis club was also one guy that would, no matter what you needed, he would either play lead for you or chord for you. So he was a solid, it was those people that you always expected to be there and say, hey, will you join me on this song? And it went on for years and years and years and years and years. And still, Bud Bobolink is still doing that as he comes to SPAH about every year. Phil Caltabellata was always willing to jump in. George Miklas was always willing to jump in. So all these people over the years have just produced this wonderful camaraderie of friendship, friendship. There's only one way to put it. This next video, though, is from 1993 Memphis, and it's Peter Madcat. Peter has been a solid SPAH supporter for as long as I've known. And again, this was Sherry Kane, was a guitar player that he played with for many years out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. And we're going to see a video of them, and then we'll bring our last act for the night up. So let's go to Madcat and Kane in Memphis, 1993.
This morning I couldn't tell right from wrong. Well, I'm going back to the Delta. Lord, Sarah, I can't have my fun. Yeah, say, girls got to have some fun now. Yeah, I'm going back to the Delta. Lord, Sarah, I can't have my fun. Well, I can drink my white light and gamble. Lord, I can bring my baby home. Now don't the Delta look lonesome, baby. Lost son of the evening, sun go down. Now don't the Delta look lonesome, baby. Daddy said that evening sun go down. Yes, and you've been looking for your little baby. Don't know where he can be found. Okay, Madcat. Now say goodbye, I'm gonna leave you. Lord knows I won't be back before. Just say goodbye, then I'm gonna leave you. I tell you I won't be back before. 'Cause in my mind I got to wonder. Lord, I said that I won't be back. No, I said that I won't be back. I said that I know. I said I know, no. I said that I know I won't be back no more.
Mr. Peter, Madcat Ruth. Wow. Wonderful player. Been solid for SPAH all these years. It's pretty amazing what he can do for the harmonica. He's had to reinvent himself many times. He's a ukulele guy. He goes to ukulele conventions and brings the harmonica flash with him when he plays at the ukulele festivals. Fabulous player, fabulous singer. Has probably played at SPAH more than anybody else in the time that I've known. He's played trio. He's played with the drummer Maruga. There was great shows. He's played with Sherry Kane very often enough, and he's always splendid to have around. Lots of times he takes the train just to get practiced up before SPAH. Has a good time. He's played the Mile High Harmonica Club events that we've done in Denver, and one of my favorites. I don't know how I've gotten through the night without mentioning Mr. Joe Falisco. Joe Falisco, extraordinary technician on a harmonica. He spent a lot of years building harmonicas. In fact, I put an order for a full set of Joe Faliscos in 1994, and every time I see him at SPAH, he goes, "I left them on my workbench again, Paul. I'm sorry." So someday I'll own a Falisco. But the way this started was at the Buckeye Festival in Columbus, Ohio, and Jack Ely said, "Why don't you put together a teach-in?" So Joe assembled a whole bunch of harmonica players to sit around tables, and people could visit the tables and explore the different techniques. And I actually asked Joe, I says, "Joe, I want to put up your your teach-in teachers." So we came up with a list, and they sent their notifications, and I'll do it. And one that's not going to be with us tonight is Don Caesar. He was going to do a presentation on what he does. He's a song and dance man, harmonica player. He got pneumonia last week, and he's doing well, but he's not going to be with us tonight. So coming up on this show is Roy Parnell, Texas great voice, powerful blues singer. D. Carp out of the Delta, down to Clarksdale, Mississippi. Charlie Barath, Western Pennsylvania, sits in his minivan on Wednesdays and delights me every single Wednesday afternoon. George Miklas and his daughter Janalyn have put together a really interesting six screen video for you all. Lonnie Joe Howell out of Texas, way down in Levelland, Texas, and he's going to be doing some country stuff. And then we got wrapping up the show, maybe not in all that order, but Cheryl Arena from Boston, Massachusetts, and she's a powerhouse. She played a couple of years ago, and she tore the place down. And that was actually in St. Louis, I do believe. So again, these are called the Teach-In Terrors, otherwise known as Joe Falisco's team.
And what good is a man can
everybody. I'm D. Carp, and I'm in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we're having a little trouble. We skipped Charlie. We can't skip Charlie. So we're gonna try to rerun that. They're pretty good though. First day, I know the seminars went really well today, and we've got a lot of stuff coming up this week that. And like I say, I've seen some of these shows, and they're over the top. Okay, so we're going to go back to allowing the video to show you what's going on. Thanks, folks. Okay. How's the weather in your town? I hear there's 150 of us watching today. In fact, I heard Steve Watney was actually playing on Zoom during the Minnesota show. I don't know whether that's allowed. That could be feedback. That could have messed this up right here. Just Watney playing that's one little song there. You never know. This has been an education. I want to say that the SPAH organization has educated me in a lot of things. And again, I want to say friendships are wide and varied all over the world. I would love to get in an RV someday and start visiting all my SPAH. So we're going to try this again. Turns into trouble in just about a blink of an eye. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going, you know I ain't gonna follow you. Hey man, I miss everybody at SPAH. I hope we get to do it next year. All right, we'll see you.
Hello and welcome to SPAH 2020. I'm Lonnie Joe Howell. I'm happy to be here. I'd like to thank Michael DeEast, Paul Davies, Joe Falisco, and the whole SPAH crew for making this possible. Got a song here for you. Let's play in the key of A. The song I wrote is called Hammer Down. hang loose there. We got one more song for you. It's called Are You Ready for Some Country? Picking and a grinning, playing the soul guitar. Add a little blues heart, we're gonna rock this part. If you wanna hear some country, baby, here we are.
call me her lollipop. She big for me and she don't know where to stop. She got a real hard woman, got beat no woman dead. She got a real hard woman, work hard both night and day. She worked so hard, she made my heart away. She shake like jelly, jelly, don't shake herself. She shake like jelly, jelly, don't shake herself. Shake for me and shake for nobody else. Oh, shake that thing, Cass, Cass, on. see you next time.
What a great show. I want to thank Brenda for that first. She did the compilations. We did have a hiccup in the beginning of that. So we're going to rerun. We're going to run Charlie Barath and Cheryl Arena once again. So let's go to that, and I'll say all goodbye to you to when the after the show's over.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual SPAH 2020. My name is Charlie Barath, and I am thrilled to be here. I'll be performing an original instrumental piece today that I co-wrote with my dear friend Mr. Christopher Sutton a few years back after a short tour through the South. Though this song typically features some masterfully played fingerstyle guitar, I'll be doing it today as a solo harmonica piece. I hope you like it. It's called Mississippi Bound.
He went over too? Oh. Oh, I see. I got you. I got you. Somebody said mute your mic. Am I being broadcasted? I'm muted now. Ah.
Thanks, everybody. Please take care of yourself, and we'll see you in 2021.
A little traveling music, Cheryl.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Test, test. Test, test.
Well, I ain't going down that big, long, lonesome road. Pretty baby, don't you have
Can you hear me now?
no, I ain't going down that big road by myself.
My mic.
Now, if I can carry you, baby, I'm gonna get me someone else. You know the sun is gonna shine in my back door someday. The sun is gonna shine in my back door someday, or at least I hope it will. Oh, and the wind is gonna come up and blow my blues away. Yeah, blow my blues away. Well, now if you don't want me, baby, then why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? Tell me so. You don't want me, baby. Why don't you tell me so? 'Cause it ain't like I'm a woman who ain't got no place to go. I got plenty of place to go. So what good is a bulldog if he won't fuss or fight? Pretty baby, what good is a bulldog? He won't fuss or fight. To the audience. And what good is a man? Can't he make his wife stay all night?
Can you hear me? Oh, we had a bit of a problem there, but what a great night! I got to show I have to show 2 more pictures that and bring up some names that I feel that should be brought up at this time. It's been wonderful to do this. I mean, I can bring up old memories and think that I'm in St. Louis playing. I forgot to mention the Capital City Club out of Virginia. In fact, 3 clubs out of Virginia a little while ago. And I want to show you a picture here. That's what we do, folks. We sit around and play harmonica. That's Manfred Ewers over there on next to me, and Frank Jameson from Capital, and Steve Watney from Minnesota, Ralph Viola from Jersey. Great people. We lost Manford a couple of years ago. Fabulous, but this is what we do at SPAH. How can I leave without these guys? Mr. Sardos, Phil and Tony. I mean, look at that. That's what we do. That's why we gather as a tribe once a year. And again, I want to thank everybody tonight, all day. Great show. We got some stuff coming up that's fabulous, and I wish we were all together. Boy, by golly, I sure do. But I want to say thanks for tuning in, and let's go and have a great 3 more days. See you on the back end. Bye.
I went with my lover for a walk down over the hill to a place in the valley where the water spilled down, down, down to the pool below. Down, down, down where the cool spring flows. We stood upon the mountain and heard the valley call, whispers through the cedars of a place where the water falls. Down, down, down to the pool below. Down, down, down where the cool spring flows. There we talked and we laughed, sat silent in the sun. We listened to the sounds of the falls and watched the water run. And as we touched, I felt his love. I saw his face there under that waterfall as we embraced. Down, down, down in the pool below. Down, 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 how I love him so. Take me back to that place down over the hill, and let's make love again in the valley where the water spills. Down, down, down to the pool below. Down, down, down where the cool spring flows. How I love to go with my lover down below. the mountain and heard the valley call, whispers through the cedars of a place where the water